it's Call Rain or Call Rain Tarot here on YouTube. I'm back with another pick a card. So today we're going to do a really fun one. I always like doing the love readings because I think that there's something that even if we don't fully get like an idea of exactly what's happening, because I don't think we're ever going to have a full picture of exactly what's going on in our romantic life especially, I think that this video is going to at least give you some insight into different like energies that are being attracted to you and different energies that you may need to work through in order to get to the person that you want to be with. So there are a lot of different uses for this video. I wanted to set the intention together as we usually do. So as we light this red candle, it's just a long jar candle. We're going to set it with the intention that this helps us understand our passions, our love, love in a romantic sense, and help us to love ourselves a little bit more through this process as we're trying to figure out romantic love and figure out where we're meant to be in life. With this other jar candle that I have over here, this is actually like a curry jar that I had, but we're inside there's a little pink candle. I can't really show you, but the candle is specifically for love and just to help us understand romantic love, help us feel self-love too, because it's a pink candle and pink I always associate with self-love. So we're gonna light this with the intention that our angels and guides of higher wisdom, compassion, truth, and higher alignment are coming through to help us with our romantic endeavors. So lastly, I want to cleanse the space with this rosemary cleansing bundle. I like to use this for love readings specifically because rosemary as a cleansing agent, it works to help us with our emotional body, and specifically with the emotions that come up when it comes to our romantic self and our self that is like extremely vulnerable in a romantic space as well. So I just want to, and this is, okay. I just want to get the space kind of cleared so that we are setting the intention, the clear intention that we only want guides of wisdom, guides that are aligned with love, not fear-based energy, to enter our space and to deliver messages to us today. So guides that are connected to our romantic life and the cycles that help us spiritually in a romantic sphere. Okay, so I'm going to put this out and then I'm going to introduce the piles to you. Okay, now that the entire fire portion of the video is set and done and we're not in any danger of setting ourselves on fire or anything, and the space is cleansed and I'm feeling very energized, I want to use some lavender oil on my hands and kind of rub this across my third eye so that I can receive and give information more fluidly, and so that my intuition is strengthened through this process. Perfect. Everything is set up, and I hope that this part of the video kind of helped you meditate a little bit and get yourself centered, get yourself prepared to receive messages. So I'm going to put stones on each one of the piles to introduce them. Someone's guides seem to love this stripy rock. I swear it comes out in like every single video that I do. So if you're a stripy rock frequent pile chooser, then I guess that's a guide of yours coming through. But for pile 1 here, we have this little pink granite piece. For pile 2, we have this smoky quartz piece. For pile 3, the stripy rock. And then for pile 4, this little white stone. So I'm gonna allow you to pause the video if you need any more time to choose today. Otherwise, I'm going to head into each pile, and the timestamps are going to be in the description as usual. Also, heading into this, I just wanted to let you know, if you feel the desire to energetically or financially support my channel by leaving a comment or checking out any of the different places that I have like personal readings or just donations, you can do that as well. So otherwise, let's get into it. Hello, pile one. If you selected pile one or this pink granite stone, then this is going to be your ideal romantic partner reading. I've tapped into your energy, pile one, and I wanted to just start getting into the cards. So here, I'm going to start with the oracle cards, which are going to talk about the connection overall, and then we're going to dive into the second set of oracle cards, which are describing your person's like personality, and then the tarot, which is going to describe the story, I guess, that is going to lead up to you meeting this person or meeting a person that fits this like archetype that we're gonna kind of construct today. So the first card that we have for the connection overall is belief, and this says the frequency of belief supports our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents and a strong connection to source. And then we have passion, and this says the frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. So here's passion. And straight away with these two cards, the connection overall, you want something that is like magical. It is ethereal, like something where you meet this person and it's almost like out of a movie or a storybook. This is something that like this person sweeps you off your feet. You want this person to be somewhat of an enigma to you. They are just mysterious enough to where you can't really tell what's going on, and maybe they don't even care about like anything in the entire world, but what they do really care about is you, and they care about the connection, and it's mutual. You want something that makes you feel connected to divine love, especially with this belief card coming through. And let me see how many points of like light are in this card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the 9th one is in the middle, and this one also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 and 8. So, and then the belief card is 11, passion is 34, which is 7, a God number again. So you want this to be something that is more of an intuitive connection. You don't want to have too many conversations or tangible like moments where you're talking so much about the connection. I think that you want this to be something that's more organic, something where you literally can't keep your hands off, your eyes off. You can like communicate with this person telepathically, something that is like connected on a soul level, and it isn't something that you really have to work too hard to establish in the first place. I do believe that you want something to be beautiful from the conception of the connection. This is something that you often daydream about. I do feel that this is inspired by different like art things that you've seen, whether this be movies or like, yeah, definitely movies is something that I'm picking up really heavily. And I'm thinking of, I had like this archetype of like a greaser kind of come up, so you could be very invested in like that masculine like James Dean type of person. And not to say that your person needs to be masculine, but their masculine energy, you want it to have depth, to have that intensity, and to have that almost like bad boy type of vibe. And I know that that's really cliched, but that's just really what I'm picking up on. I do feel also that when this manifests in the physical world, like when you meet this person that kind of fulfills whatever you want to get out of this relationship, because it's going to be different for each of you as this is a general reading, I do feel that this person is going to be heavily influenced by like Libra, Scorpio, 8th house Mars energy. So this could also be Aries as well. But those are just the 3 signs that kind of stood out to me when I was channeling this. Also very heavily like has to do with water energy. I do feel that this connection makes you feel emotionally intense. You want this to be an emotionally based connection, not something where you really have to worry about what's happening in the physical. The emotions are the most important part of the connection. And also I do feel with this passion card, you intensely want this to be communicative based on like a sexual landscape. So like you want your physical connection with this person to be a place where you grow together and something that is emotional in the connection. So let's get into the personality of this person, just kind of describing like how you want this person to behave as a partner, since I do want to describe the ideal or optimal partner for you. So we have Kali Trauma Nagmo's Mandala Mansion. Stand firm to cut through tension, doubt, and fear. So Kali is the, again, this is 8th house energy, because Kali is the goddess of like death, rebirth, transformation, the other side, the spiritual realm. I do feel that this is something, when this connection manifests for you, or if you choose, because we are all co-creating our reality constantly, nothing is really set in stone. If you do choose to pursue a connection like this, or try and manifest this into your reality, this is going to be something that you feel is very highly like spiritual for you. You get a lot of spiritual gifts in a way that are connected to this connection. This is something that is on a, whereas if this was like kind of a Mercury influenced connection, there would be a lot of like conversations had, or even a Venus based connection where it might be a little bit more slow moving and like sensual and romantic and practical, I guess. This like Pluto, Mars energy that's kind of surrounding this connection for you and making that intensity is where I feel that it almost gets its like long-lasting passionate energy from, because passion is something that's quick and it may not stand the test of time, but Pluto is something that is constantly like creating that cycle of death, rebirth, transformation, and even a little bit of that Neptunian energy as well, where you get that like spiritual connection and that like unmatched, untouchable energy. And so you want something that is completely like indescribable in some ways. It's very intense, Pile. When you are definitely a dreamer type, you might have significant like Neptunian influence in your own chart, because I do feel that this other person that you're trying to draw in has more of that like Pluto, Scorpio, Libra, even though Libra is ruled by Venus, but Libra also is kind of just standing out to me in terms of this person, that more like kind of intense depth energy. I feel that you are more of the dreamer. You're the one who kind of manifests and pulls the connection together on like an intuitive front. So let's look at the second card. Lalita Tripura Sundari, the playful red goddess. Life will be an adventure if you let it unfold from within. And I'm noticing that there's a 7 on this card. This is card 7, the mandala, and then Lalita is card 17. So there's repeating 7s, and then 34 was 3 plus 7 is 4 for the passion card. So this also, again, with the red energy, it's like the red and the purple are being shown to me like in terms of colors. This is like connected at the crown chakra, but also connected at the root, so it's lighting up your entire energy system. This is something that I feel once you meet this person, or you want to have a connection where you meet the person and you can't forget about them. Like there is no one that compares to this person. It's almost like getting lost in this person. There are like galaxies to be had between you and this person, this connection. I really feel that you want some kind of relationship that is going to be like all-encompassing, and not to the extent where it overwhelms you and it takes over your entire life and takes away your freedom or anything, but to where it sets you free and it makes you feel that you and this person can literally do anything together. Like you could move mountains. And then I love the confirmation. I swear I didn't look at anything before I started this reading, but it says the chakras. That is the 3rd card. So this is about that person. Sorry, the wind is kind of testing me, so but we have the chakras card, and this is the 4 guardian angels. Call upon the guardians of our psychic energy. Again, that word psychic, this is you knowing right before you meet this person. This is like an inner knowing that has to do with this connection. This is having no doubts about this person being meant to be in your life. For some of you, this is going to be somewhat of a partner that almost resembles a karmic partner for you, someone that's a little bit untouchable in some way, or like unreachable also is something that I'm getting. But for others of you that are really, you've done the work and you are looking to manifest this kind of like chaotic, wonderful, all-encompassing relationship, this is going to be, and use your intuition, use your discernment again, because this is general. This is going to, at first, I feel for some of you, this person may appear as a somewhat karmic partner, but they are going to, this person will reflect to you that you don't need to worry. You don't need to have all the external validations about the connection to know what you feel is real. Like, it's going to be kind of an unspoken, like unwritten contract between you guys. I feel like it does have to do with a soul contract that you guys both are just very aware of at the beginning of the connection. For some reason, it's just standing out to me that I'm seeing like a quill, like a feather kind of being used to like sign a contract. I also feel that like gray feathers may be a sign that you start to see, or a synchronicity that comes up when you come in contact with this person. But I do feel that this is going to be instant recognition. This is going to be knowing this person. Now, I want to use the tarot cards that came out to show me kind of the step-by-step story or the journey to this person from this point, because we are talking about an ideal partner or an optimal partner. This is going to be coming from not knowing this person yet, or because I don't feel like you guys know this person. I do feel like this is more of a distant dream and you're probably a little bit younger if you chose this pile, not quite having the full grasp on who this person is. Okay, so onto the tarot. Daughter of Wands. Okay, I'll show them to you before I lay them down, because I'm not quite sure if you can fully see the bottom row that I'm about to put down. Maybe I'll move these up a little bit more. We have the Daughter of Wands as the beginning. So this is spiritual ascension, and then the Fool. This is all confirming things. So the Lovers. And then we have Daughter of Cups or Page of Cups. Any daughters in this deck in the Wild Unknown are pages, and then sons are knights. So you have the Page of Wands, Page of Fire, and then Page of Water, Page of Cups. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. I am picking up on a few things that I may have missed from the personality section of this spread in regards to your person. There is the Merkaba in the center of this card, and the Merkaba is usually talking about that spiritual ascension, and in this one we have the downward facing red arrow behind Lalita, and this is like also talking about, I feel this person has a childish, like young, almost, I don't want to say girly because I don't want to like gender this person, but I feel like there is something about them that is almost unexpected and like childlike about them that is delicate in a way. It is like, I don't know, like picking flowers in the garden type of like energy. It's just so sweet and charming, but it's still playful enough to where it can be extremely passionate and extremely sensual for the both of you. So I feel like this is something that only this person will show to you, and that's why this connection is so profound. I do feel like there are a lot of secrets that you bring out in this person because of the moon behind the chakras here in this card. There are also, in some way, you fulfill to this person exactly what they wanted, and that's part of what holds this connection together, because of this like belief in like holy crap, like I found the person that I have been dreaming about for so long. Especially with the Daughter of Wands at the beginning, I feel that this is both of you going through a spiritual ascension right before you meet each other. There's something about connecting with the infinite, connecting with the cosmos, connecting with your higher self, and then all of a sudden, boom, this person walks into your life, the Fool. You feel like, oh shit, I'm not ready for this person. Like, so does this person. I feel that in some way it is instant, but it's also a little bit slow because you both are hesitant to go on the journey. I also see this as you both kind of trying to establish yourself in a career sense as you meet each other. So I feel that if you don't have things like more stable in your financial sphere or in your career life, or like in terms of what you want to do with like your life purpose and stuff, once you get that figured out, then you're going to be able to bring this person into your energy system. I feel that there's something about like individual purpose that you have to find first before this person is able to come into your life, because it's going to be so exciting, and it's going to be intoxicating in a way, and your spiritual team doesn't want you to get wrapped up in this connection before you are capable of doing that, and before you have like other things kind of ducks in a row, if you would, in your life. Then we have the Lovers. So I feel that this is definitely the commitment. This is the acknowledgement that you both have found your person that you want for life. Specifically in this deck, this interpretation of the Lovers is different than I would usually see the Lovers. Sometimes the Lovers can be a bit naive. They can be like wrapped up in the relationship, or it can be like faded but karmic. But in this case, that's why I'm saying that it's like a flavor of karmic. Like you guys may have some karma to work out together, but it's not quite a karmic relationship. I feel that this is something that you want. You want to have the growth, you want to have the feeling that you get from a karmic relationship, where you know that your soul is evolving, but it's not in the toxic way where you have to release this person, where you have to feel let down in this connection. And the swans, or no, they're geese, excuse me, I think they're Canadian geese in this card, but these geese, they mate for life, and it specifically says that in the card, in the description of this card. And there's something like beautiful, liberating, seeing that what you've been promised, because the rainbow can also represent God's promise, or like the divine promise to us, the promise that we're given from the moment that we like ask for something. When we ask for something with pure intentions, and I feel that you really have been trying to manifest this kind of a connection in your life with pure intentions, that the other person wants it just as much as you do, you are given. It's like ask and you shall receive. So I feel that that's what this Lovers card is showing here, and it's the kind of like golden age of this connection. I do feel that the Page of Cups here is referring to later on in the connection, where you still have a defined sense of individuality, and even when you're doing things by yourself, you and this person may have life circumstances that draw you apart in some way, or you aren't physically together, but you still hold this kernel of, this is my person, this is my relationship. I don't have to doubt that, because I do feel that this is something that is so divinely inspired, and something that is carried with you, that like even still, again, this bird is by itself, but the rainbow is carried over. The rainbow is something that stays with it, and it's reflected on the water, or the emotional self of you and this other person. Even when you're not together, the other person is still mirroring you, and you're still aligned with each other. That is extremely beautiful and very exciting, and I think that it's something that like, it's almost like you have to pinch yourself when it happens, because you're like, wow, am I dreaming? Like, did I dream this person up? Is this a real thing? And I feel that that's something that may bring on a lot of emotions once you get past this like golden age of the connection. Like, oh shit, like I actually care, I can lose someone. I do feel like you're somebody that hasn't had all that many relationships, and this lifetime is meant for you to really invest yourself in one or two significant relationships for you. And if you have had a lot of relationships or whatever, this is just the one that is going to be like real love. Like you're gonna know, oh, I actually feel real love. And actually the song Real Love by John Misty or something, I'll link a YouTube video of this song in the description, so go and check that out. But that song is coming up for me because I feel like it's almost this like timeless classic experience that you're gonna have in love. And to close out the reading and just the journey that you go on to find this person, there's the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, I feel, is kind of some shadow work that happens once you establish roots with this person. So once you actually are like, okay, I'm committed to this person, I have devotion with this person, there are a couple of those like loose ends that you kind of got to tie off. Those are those like, again, that like kind of karmic thread that I feel you still enjoy in a relationship, is that work, that growth, that moving together. And I also feel figuring out how to weave your own life and in a unique way with this person, because I feel that this connection is not going to be something that's typical. It's not going to be the, oh, we meet, we fall in love, we settle down in our hometown and we stay here forever. I feel that this is something that you're going to have to work in a lot of different passion projects, different interests, different dreams about life together. And this person is really spontaneous. They're going to want to allow you both to have this freedom to work through these things together and to get this done. So I hope that this resonated. I hope that this made you excited for life and for your romantic life in the future. I hope that this resonated with the goals and the way that you want your life to unfold. So all of my information will be in the description as usual. I will see you in another video, and have a blessed day. So let's get on to pile 2. Hello pile 2. If you selected pile 2, or this little smoky quartz, then this is going to be your ideal or optimal romantic partner reading. So I've started to tap into your energy a little bit, and I do feel that this is gonna be a group where you're either a little bit older, you're possibly, I don't know, maybe already been married, you've had some kind of experience, maybe you've already had kids at some point. I do feel just that you're a little bit older, you've had a little bit more life experience, and you're trying to figure out, okay, where can I find stability from a relationship? How can I get this kind of experience with another person that is going to fit into the lifestyle that I already have going on? Like the limitations that my other passions, my other purposes in life are going to be able to mesh together. So I want to start with the oracle cards. So I kind of split this reading up into 3 different sections in a way. So the first ones, which are going to be the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle, these are going to be the cards that are describing the connection as a whole. Then the Buddha Wisdom Oracle cards, these are going to describe the personality of your ideal or optimal partner that is going to come in. And then the tarot cards are going to be the journey to this person from this point, and just describing how close this energy is and how much still needs to be done before this can be a reality. And a little bit of I guess the journey of the connection as well, if I do pick up that this connection is sooner, and I can kind of see into that. So let's start with the oracle cards describing the connection. So we have fertility, and this says, the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Beautiful. And then we have perception. The frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good, hard, deep look at it. So yes, this is definitely you pushing your boundaries and trying to manifest a more solid and stable connection between you and another person. I am feeling that there are some parental duties that may fall upon this person, and if it's not parental duties, I feel that you have a complicated family life in some way that affects your romantic life, and that other people may have let you down in the past in terms of a romantic connection, and the different baggages that you may have surrounding your family life. So I'm also picking up on big Capricorn energy, or at least 10th house energy. So you as the viewer, you may have a important career life, or a career life that has to do with your family, something like that. And especially with this fertility, you may also be looking to expand your family. If you're not if you don't already have kids, you definitely are going to start a family and develop a family with this person. I am getting a lot of I don't know, you want a quiet, settled down life with this person, and this person also wants the same, but you don't want to make a mistake. I do feel that you are afraid. That is a fear that you may need to work through at this point in time, is your fear of divorce or your fear of things not working out. We also have the crown chakra, which is card 7. And this says, the frequency of the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. The crown chakra, I feel, has come out because that is where you and this person are connected. I feel that you want to have a somewhat spiritual connection with this person. And I know that a lot of connections that we have, especially romantic ones, can come off as being spiritual connections. So I don't want to I don't know, beat a dead horse or say the same thing over and over, but I feel that in this form, you want this connection to be something that feels like a past life of yours or something. There's something about it that has to do with connecting you to something homey, something comforting. I feel for some of you, you may have like a Taurus prominent in your chart or something like that, because there is an emphasis, Taurus or Cancer, one of those more homey energies, something that it has to do with the comforts, the material comfort of life as well. So you want this person to kind of meet you where you're at, but not overwhelm you. I am feeling that this person is going to be someone that kind of just, you want them to pick up what you're putting down and be able to communicate with you really well, but not so much, especially with the perception. I feel that you want this person to kind of intuitively pick up on this. Whereas you may be a little bit more emotionally sensitive, you want this person to be bolder and stronger and able to adapt with you and grow with you and see the long term of a commitment with you. I do feel that this group is looking for more of a long-term commitment as well. Okay, and one of your tarot cards just flipped right side up, which is Temperance, and I do feel that this is indicating that this is going to take a little bit longer of a time to develop for you in your life, because I feel that at this point in time you're not quite ready for a full-blown commitment, even though that you know that that's what you want. So it feels like very much so like, oh, I want this so bad, but Spirit is saying on some level it's not quite the right time yet. But I'll get into the tarot cards in a second. So I want to describe this person and just what kind of archetype, what kind of personality this person may exude. We have 3 cards here. So we have the Thousand-Armed Avalokitesvara, he who looks compassionately upon the earth. Quiet compassion is sometimes the best course. And we have Vajra Kalaya, the Magician, or card number 33. And then it says, what you identify with becomes who you are. And this is interesting because Vajra Kalaya is there with their consort. So I do feel that this is something, again, I'm just seeing that for a lot of you, this connection, whoever it is, you are likely going to want to start a family or have some kind of like long-term stability with this person. And lastly, here we have Padmasambhava, who says, the 8th century Mahasiddha wild man, intense practice yields great results. So Padmasambhava, especially being called the wild man here, is somebody that is kind of surprising, has unconventional ways of doing things, and also yet nobody questioned his sanity because he's so wise. He knows what is happening, he knows what's going on. Padmasambhava I see as a very like a bodhisattva, and a bodhisattva is somebody who has specifically stayed in this reality, in the earthly realm, to help human spirits go through the journey that they're on. And this person I do feel is mature. They're not older, but like older in soul. So this person may be actually a little bit older than you. I do feel that this person is a little bit more like old, I guess, like in age, but not to the point where it's like, I don't know, weird. But you also are old in terms of being seasoned in love. I feel that you are ready for like a real adult relationship with somebody. And I had the vision of like 2 dolphins going together, which I know is kind of a symbol for twin flame energy, but dolphins also are highly intelligent creatures, and they're one of the only other mammals that has sex for pleasure. So I do feel that, especially with this like magician card, kind of thinking, I'm getting the idea that this person likes to treat you the way that they would want to be treated, and they're going to have that respect for you on a physical level as well, where it's like reciprocal. And I don't know, like, I guess it's also in like a sexual realm. This person wants to reciprocate and see you be like have pleasure and also like receive it as well. But I do feel that this is more of like this person really wanting to give you the world. So this person is, I feel, a very powerful manifester. They're really wonderful at getting what they want and energetically putting off the vibrations that they want to receive back. And that is something that I feel that you both mirror in each other. I do feel that there is some amount of like do-it-yourself kind of like can-do, strong, go-getter attitude that both of you exhibit, and this is something that draws you together because you have so much respect for the other person's like wisdom and maturity, and what the other one lacks, the other one makes up for. So, and especially with the compassion being brought up here, and then all these different arms, this is again being able to get what you want, being able to use your hands to do so many wonderful things. And I do feel in terms of this person may be somebody that is working in like a medical field or in some kind of like rehabilitation sphere of the workforce. So this person is going to help out. I'm seeing animals as well. This person could be a vet, but like they're doing some kind of like wildlife conservation. They are acting in a way of compassion, and so even though they are this strong, wise person, they also are not afraid to like give some of themselves away, and it's just refreshing to you. I feel that this is going to be a partner, like this type of person is not going to be like any of the other partners that you've had in the past, because I do feel you've had many partners, but all of them fall short in very obvious ways to you. They're just frustrating, and this person is going to be like a breath of fresh air to you. So let's look at, I want to intuitively pick up on kind of how far away this person is from you. I'm seeing like 3 or 4 months, because now that you have a good concept of who you want, I feel that it's not far off. And that's why the crown chakra is also coming out. I feel that your guidance is kind of letting you know that you're at the point in your life where you are able to understand a little bit more of what's coming towards you. So, because I do feel you're not all that spontaneous. You like to have things planned out. You like to have things more strategic. So this is saying, yes, fertility, this is growing. This is like going to come to you. Like you don't have to worry about it. So, okay, first, here we have temperance, as I mentioned before. So temperance is the beginning. I feel like temperance is where you're at right now, kind of self-restraint, understanding that you need to have patience, that you need to trust in divine timing, figure out what's kind of happening for you. Mother of Cups, or the divine feminine of that water energy. This is finishing up shadow work. So before you meet this person, you're definitely going to want to understand your emotional self and understand the patterns of love and your relationship to love. So like, do you expect people to let you down when you're in a close romantic relationship, or even not even just a romantic relationship? Do you expect people to let you down when you are just in a close relationship in general? Does close relationship equal lack of freedom to you? Things like that. I feel like there are unresolved like emotional issues that haven't fully been worked through for you, and I want you to try and like do thought experiments with yourself to try and understand, okay, if I were hypothetically to meet this person that I've been waiting for, how would I feel? Would being in a close relationship with somebody make me feel trapped? Would it make me feel okay? All that. Because then we have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords, again, is examining our relationship with heartbreak. So you go from the Mother of Cups energy here to the Three of Swords. So it's that emotional, overwhelming kind of being, but still being intuitively, like psychically tapped in, and maybe over searching for answers, especially if you're getting that like divine timing, patience message right now. You may get a little bit impatient with this Queen of Cups energy, and then that leads to you really being able to release all the heartache, seeing how you've been. I'm also getting the sense that other relationships in the past were fated for you, that you were meant to walk into those situations so that you could realize the lessons. I do feel like this is a big past energy, figuring out how your past contributes to where you're at right now and why you need to have this patience. Then we have Daughter of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles, which is this like slow moving earth energy, this quiet, passive energy. I feel that this is when this person is introduced to you. So, and I use the word introduced because I do feel like this person is going to come from other people will bring this person to you. I don't know, you either happen upon this person and you don't really recognize this person. I don't feel like this is going to be immediate. I feel like this is something that you're going to have to slowly accept. I apologize for the airplane noise in the background also, because here again we're ending with the Ace of Cups, and this is when the beginning of the relationship is apparent to you. It's like you guys are going on dates, or you are really connecting with this person and you're realizing, oh, this person has all of the traits, all of the qualities that I've just been dreaming about so far. Like, this is kind of what I've been waiting for in a sense. So this person, I feel for you right now, what you need to know is that this is going to be slow moving at the beginning. This is going to be something that maybe you are like, is that the person? Is that not? And it's kind of like this hesitation on both of you guys' ends, where this person is going to be somebody that it's like flirtatious for so long, and it's something that is so sweet and delicate. Again, like, this person is almost too good to be true for you for a minute, like, and then you realize, oh yes, this is what spirit has brought to me. This is the person that I've been waiting for. And I feel that there is a bit of that cautious energy. If you are somebody that has kids, if you are dealing with home life, that's why there is a little bit of that hesitation to start. And once you do, like, it is going to be abundant, it is going to be beautiful, and you are going to feel very emotionally fulfilled. Like, this is going to be something that is worth investing emotional energy in, especially with this ace here. Otherwise, I don't think I'm picking up on anything else for you, pile 2. If you would like to book a personal reading or anything, all of that information is going to be in the description as well. Also, any of my other business information. Otherwise, I was so blessed and honored to read for you today. I am so grateful for you as always. I will see you in another video, and we're going to get on to pile 3. Hello, pile 3. If you selected pile 3, or this stripy rock, then this is going to be your optimal partner reading. So, I wanted to preface this just letting you know I started the video like way a while ago now, and the sun's about to start moving across the table, so if anything gets really bright on the table, I apologize, and hopefully I'll be able to fix it. But I'll still hold up any of the cards so you can see them. But I want to get into the cards and just kind of tapping into the energy, figuring out who this person may be, what this relationship may look like. I am picking up on, more so than the other piles, more of a feminine energy from this person, from the ideal partner. Not to say that this person, like, not to gender this person at all, but to let you know that this person does have a very strong feminine quality that is something that is very near and dear to their heart. I feel that this person is extremely sincere and genuine, and this person is going to be somebody that is cuttingly honest with you. I am picking up on Virgo energy right off the bat, so that like earth energy, but also a little watery, a little airy. They're not fully committed to just being an earth sign. They understand the emotions and the mental processes go in with the physical. So for this reading today, I've kind of split it up into 3 different sections, I guess. And so the first ones are going to be with the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle, and these cards are going to describe the connection overall and what type of like mutual connection you two have together, so describing that. And then we have the Buddha cards, and these are also oracle cards, but they're going to describe the personality of this person, how they are going to be like towards you in the relationship. And then tarot cards, which are going to describe the connection and like kind of the journey at this point. If I determine that you're, I do feel that you're a lot closer to this person may already be somebody that you know. So in terms of this pile, I feel that I'm going to just describe the relationship journey overall and kind of the next moves and like where this is headed from these cards. So I want to start with the connection overall. So we're going to get into these oracle cards, and we have the third eye and then synergy. So these are actually two of my like favorite cards from this oracle deck, but I'm going to read to you the little blurbs at the bottom and then get into just a little bit more of like the higher connection or like the astral connection between you two. So the third eye says the frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination and our psychic powers. So you definitely both intuitively pick up on each other's like emotions. I feel that empathy may not even be the right word here. It's that you both know what the other person is feeling. You feel the other person's feelings. There is a intense bodily, like physical and emotional connection that happens between you and this person, and how you would want a connection to be with somebody. I do feel that you want to know everything about the connection before it even comes into play, and you already may have like, I feel, okay, you guys are psychics, first of all. You may even do psychic work, but you know what your relationship is going to be. You know this person on a soul level, and you may already be visiting this person in the astral realm as well. That's something I'm picking up on heavily for you guys. You may be connecting with this person in the dream space as we speak. So like, maybe not as we speak, I guess, but like, you may have like had dreams like the night before this, or like even tonight, or like the night after, or like somewhere really, really close and recently you have been visiting this person in the dream space. And that's why the third eye is what's connecting you right now, because you may only be connecting on the astral realm, but that means that this connection is going to come into fruition like pretty soon in like the physical. And the synergy says the frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before, and never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Yes, this person, you guys are going to meet each other on so many different levels. It says these unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. Yes, you and this person are going to transform each other. That's why this relationship is something that may scare you. Like, thinking of relationships at this point in time may be somewhat frightening to you. I do feel that you are extremely ready for it though, on some level. I feel that's why you're very close to this, but you're working through like lingering fears and fears of inadequacy, fears of not meeting up to somebody's expectations. I feel that this is more a personal insecurity, and insecurity about like your physical body or something like that. And I feel that for some of you, the reason why I feel that this energy is so close and like kind of overlapping with your past and your future, like there's somewhat like you're already in the throes of this. For some reason, I feel that some of you, this may be an ex or somebody that you actually already know, and that's why you're also kind of connected on the third eye, or like in the astral realm or in the dream realm, because you already know what this person looks like, so you know who you've been seeing in your dreams. Also with this synergy, I feel that this is a reconfiguration and a bringing together and weaving together of things that may have not worked in the past. So with this person, you may be redefining a relationship archetype. Like, you may be, for some of you, this may be like an open relationship or just a relationship that you've never experienced before. But this is definitely, this is the type of relationship that like I feel you could like write a movie about, or there's just some kind of like crazy batshit like obstacles that you guys have to get through together. And that's why, if this is an ex-partner, this is somebody that is an ex-partner, but like they've always kind of remained your partner in some way. Like, you guys are still really good friends on some level. So like, no matter how the relationship evolves and adapts, like you guys are connected in some way, and that's for a spiritual reason. And you know that it's because this person is like on some level like an optimal partner for you, or they're mimicking an optimal partnership for you, like what you want out of a partnership. So For a lot of you, I'm also picking up on like some Sagittarius type energy with this person, that there is like somewhat of a free spiritedness to either you or the other person. So take that as it resonates, because this is like the connection of you both. I want to get into the personality type of this person. And we have Vajravarahi, the enlightened sky dancer of the Kundalini. What ignites the fire inside you? Look within. So there she is. And with the mention of fire, this person could also be a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sag. And this person, again with the Kundalini, it is kind of Leo type energy, because Leo rules the spine and the heart. So this person, I'm picking up, maybe doesn't have Leo like as one of their top 3, but like Leo Venus or something. So this person is somebody that they like to maybe not be caged in a relationship, but they like that intensity, they like that passion. And I am getting that like one or both of you as artists, so there is an art type to this like pile and to this connection as well. With the second card, in terms of their personality, we have Amoghasiddhi, the Buddha guardian of the North. Cultivating a well-rounded personality brings fearlessness. So this person is definitely the life of the party. I'm also picking up almost on like Ganesh energy, where Ganesh is the type of deity that can charm any room that he walks into. So this person is going to be somewhat of a charmer, especially with that Leo energy coming up. This person is like almost like, when you meet this person, you're gonna be like, no, this person has like 7 different people that are after them. How could they ever choose me? And what I'm seeing is that this person is almost fed up with how everybody else puts them on a pedestal, and the fact that you don't put them on a pedestal. There's something like sprightly, almost like bratty about you coming into this connection, because I do feel that you're almost somewhat like frustrated with relationships when this relationship comes up. And so this person, here, let me move these kind of out of the sun. This person is going to see that all their charms, all of their different ways of like blending in aren't going to work when it comes to you. So all of those like coping skills, all those ways that they may like avoid having a real intense like emotional connection with somebody aren't gonna work. And there's something about it that is like extremely intriguing to this person, even though it's somewhat uncomfortable. So it's kind of funny, and that's why there's this synergy. I do feel like this is somewhat like transformative for you both, to also recognize how much you love yourselves while loving the other person. Let's get into the tarot that's going to describe. I do feel like since this person is possibly, you already know them, let's kind of get into like, I don't know how it unfolds. So we have the Hierophant, Justice. So these are major arcana cards. These are going to be very intense life events in your life as well. Father of Pentacles, or the divine masculine earth energy. The Eight of Swords, and then the Tower. So starting and ending with this lightning energy. I don't know if you can see, but I'll hold them up. So this is the beginning and this is the end. The lightning striking, something extreme happening to show you yeah, the transition. So if you are already with this person, if you already know this person, right now you're in a time in your life where things are out of your control. This person, I feel, because the crow is also there on the Hierophant, I'll show you. The crow represents sometimes somebody who is being a little dishonest or not representing themselves properly. So I feel that there is some amount of either, if you're single and this is an energy coming in, because I do feel for some of you this is something that is new and coming in for you, that person, they're either living out a version of themselves that is not true to themselves, or if you already know this person, same thing, like they are living out a version of themselves that is not an accurate and aligned representation of them. And I feel that somewhat this version of them is dying, because crows also represent that death, that rebirth, that kind of deep, intense, emotional transformation that happens sometimes. And it's quick, and it's kind of, they're on the tail end of it. So they're realizing, they're waking up to this like toxic behavior of their own self and figuring out how they can liberate themselves because of that. With the Justice card here, I feel that this is, because of that transformation period that they're going through, somewhat like, I feel that this is almost on like individual levels. So like, even if you do come into contact with this person and you guys start things, or like if this is an ex, you guys rekindle what was going on before, or you're like kind of hoping for some forward movement, there is some karma that is involved. I do feel that this person is somewhat, they need to have like something, some justice served to them, for this like old misrepresented version of themselves. And I'm afraid that that has nothing to do with you, and if it does have something to do with you, if this person has wronged you in the past, this is them kind of getting what, you know, getting served their justice. And seeing also their shadow side, because we have the black and the white cat here, so it's seeing the two different sides of what's happening and then things kind of balancing out. With the Father of Pentacles here, I feel that this is a new beginning, or the beginning of something new. So if you haven't met this person, this is representing meeting this person in the physical, and this is going to be that physically, I feel that there is an image that this person has created for themselves as well that is very physically attractive, again with the Amoghasitti, excuse me, with the well-rounded personality, kind of bringing that fearlessness, bringing that like spontaneous, untouchable, like almost like manic pixie dream girl type of energy to this person. And it's represented also in the physical. This person could be very physically expressive, and so there's going to be, so if you already know this person, something's rekindling, you're going to have some kind of like date or moment with this person where there's a physical connection of some kind, or like you look at this person and you're like, wow, like something shifts. If you haven't met this person though, this is going to be the moment that you meet them. I feel that you're going to be like almost infatuated with this person when you meet them. I also apologize for the background plane noise, but I've kind of like had it. There's like 600 planes that have flown over today. I don't know what it is, but I'm just gonna keep filming through it, so I apologize if the background noise bothers you. But this person, like you, when you meet this person, like if this is a person that you haven't met, this is going to be whatever this moment is. I'm just seeing a moment where you are stuck on someone's eyes, like specifically you're seeing like stars in this person's eyes. You see the infinite, you see the cosmos, you see every reason why every shitty thing ever happened to you, like kind of coming through this person, and also coming through the emotional response within yourself and seeing how your own beauty is being reflected in this person. So I feel like it's somewhat meeting yourself, and that's also why the Justice card is coming up, because this person is meeting themselves in you. And then it's almost like tragic after that moment, because I feel that it's not smooth sailing right away, because this Eight of Swords comes up. Somebody has a difficulty communicating their emotions, or the emotions have difficulty coming into the physical. And ultimately though, since this is your optimal partner, with the Tower moment, I feel that it's something like, I almost wanted to say trauma bonding, but I don't want to say that, because I feel that that's not quite accurate of what's actually happening. But I feel that like something intense happens where you guys realize that like you're not going to be able to be rid of the other person. That person is going to be around for a while, and that Tower moment is like maybe a loss of freedom, maybe a loss of an old version of like, oh, I really thought that I was always going to be this way. But this person changes your reality in some form. So I feel that Spirit doesn't want you to see too far in the future. This is more of a journey of a lifetime kind of a thing, and so you're not supposed to know all that much of what's happening in the future. But just know that if there is a period of time where you don't talk to this person, that what comes after it is always going to be this like, okay, intense, we can't live without each other, this synergy, this I see the future, like I know where this is headed. And for each of you that's going to be different, but since we are doing this with the intention that this is your optimal partner and not a karmic partner or somebody that is going to make you feel frustrated or left out in the cold or repeat like abusive cycles, I do feel that I'm I'm being drawn to, at least, this like cocoon energy that's on the Eight of Swords, where this person is again trying to transform and finish out, I feel, anything that they may have not fully released with this beginning energy, where they're trying to let go of like these old self-serving habits and things like that, because no person is perfect and no person can fully, like, I don't know, let go of that human side of like their shadow self or that ego self that kind of can control us sometimes. So ultimately, this is going to be you understanding that you and this person are going to grow together, that there is an adaptability, a flexibility, and an emotional, like a kernel of emotional intensity that's going on in this connection that is driving you spiritually and showing you kind of where you want to be in love, where you want to be in love with yourself and in love with another person. And I see this being a really cool like learning experience and something that you're gonna look back on after it's all played out and be like, wow, I'm so happy that we could go through that so that we can be like happy and figuring ourselves out in the way that we are like years in the future. So I hope that this resonated. I was also extremely honored to read for you today, pile 3, and I wish you blessings. As always, if you feel so called to donate or energetically support my channel, that will be in the description, or any personal readings will also be linked in the description so that you can check that out. Otherwise, I hope that you have a blessed day, and I will see you in another video. Let's move on to pile 4. Hello, pile 4. If you selected pile 4 or this white rock, then this is going to be your optimal partner reading. So, as I'm tapping into your energy, I do feel that this group is going to be somewhat more of like an older soul group, or at least you are just more reserved about how much you put into a romantic partnership. So you, not to say that you've been burned in love, but I feel that love has been something that you've had somewhat of a funny relationship with, whether it be from your parents or from a one-time like bad experience when you were really young with it, kind of filling out some karma. But you are just not the type of person that's always like idealizing or romanticizing about love, but it is something that you know that you want. I feel that you are going to be, whoever chooses this pile, the collective of pile 4, is more of a dreamer but in private about their relationships, and there's something that is calm about you, about your guidance in terms of your spiritual like romantic self, that is comforting. And it's like, okay, I don't need a partner, but I'd like it. And so I think that that's what I want to deliver to you today, just that confirmation, that affirmation that what you want is going to come to you, and that you don't really have to worry about it, because I feel that you guys aren't really worried about it. You're more possibly viewing this video kind of for fun, just to see like, you know, what am I manifesting in terms of love? Like, is it far off? Is it not? That kind of a thing. So again, this is gonna be a general reading, so take anything as it resonates, leave whatever doesn't, and let's get into the different sections of this video. So I've kind of decided to divvy up this reading in terms of like, the first couple cards are from the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle, and these are going to describe the connection overall between you and your optimal partner. The tarot cards that I have here are going to be describing your journey to this person, because I do feel like for this group, this is going to be farther in the future, or something that's not quite in your reality yet. And then the other oracle cards that we have here, that are the Buddha oracle cards, are going to describe this person's personality. For this person, I am feeling that there is more of like a warm energy to this person. They probably have a lot of fire energy in their chart. I am picking up on like Aries or Sagittarius, maybe Leo, but like it's just this warm, comforting presence. This is the kind of person that maybe they're quiet. They could also be like Pisces or something, but they're quiet, they're kind of withdrawn, but definitely emotionally expressive, and cheerful. I feel that you want somebody in your life who's going to have the best possible outlook on how things could go. And as I'm saying this, I'm getting the scent of roses from this pink candle. So this person definitely is like, they're just, everybody loves them, but you get the special parts. So like, this person isn't, maybe everybody loves this person just for being sweet and kind and charming or whatever, but you get to see the side of them that isn't like, that isn't so quiet, that isn't so reserved. I feel that this person is almost like your best kept secret or something. Like it's very sweet, and it's also very cuddly and like, oh, I love it. So let's get into the cards. We have communication. So it says the frequency of communication supports our ability to exchange information in many different forms. It reminds us to run every piece of information, both incoming and outgoing, through the heart, the center of our truth, to stay in the flow of source and balanced exchange. So I'll show you this communication, which is a beautiful thing to get for your connection with this person, to be able to communicate well and effectively through like various different routes. I also feel that maybe not you may be a creative person watching this pile. I feel though that this person is an artist in some form. Like that is a big part of either their career or their life purpose. So this person is going to, with that communication, communicate things to you through their art, or art speaks to you about this connection. We have Earth, and this is our connection to Mother Gaia, our connection to the physical realm. And then we have throat chakra. So the frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of balance and peace. So again, there's two things about this communication, and all of these kind of mirror each other in terms of color. So these are all the higher chakras, and I am getting a buzzing in my third eye. So I do feel that you and this person have a strong like astral connection. So this is definitely a past life connection. Okay, that makes so much more sense now. This person, the reason why you have such a good communication with this person is because in the past, when you were connected to this person and you had a relationship with them, you got the communication down pat. So that's why this is almost like a best kept secret, because this person communicates with you on a level that they don't communicate with anybody else. It is something that is like, yes, in many romantic connections there is this telepathy that happens, but with you and this person, this is like, you don't even have to give each other a look. Like, even if you're separated, I feel for a lot of the piles that I've done today, since you're the last one, there was this element of telepathy, but oh my god, I didn't even see this. There's the Merkaba in both of these. You and this person have a spiritual journey that is meant to happen together. You're meant to do something. I do feel it's a career-wise. You may collaborate with this person, and that's maybe how you meet this person, but there is something that has to do with your career and your soul's purpose and your life purpose that has to do with this person. And as I've been talking about this whole entire time, I've been getting chills. This is extremely divinely guided, and that's why you are so not even worried about this. This is like nonchalant. Okay, I am going to find this person when I'm meant to find this person. I don't need to be worried about them because the divine has figured it all out for me. And in the earth plane too, I feel that this is you guys being able to explore and being financially like abundant and competent, so you and this person don't really have to worry about the material plane all that much. You also may have an Earth Venus. That's something that I'm picking up on, to where your like physical experience with this person is something that you get a lot of joy out of, or at least Venus is something that is very influential in this connection, Venus and Mercury. So these two planets really affect your connection. So maybe during Mercury retrogrades you may feel some kind of strain with this person at some point. If that resonates, you'll probably remember it like way past this video, but just acknowledging those. I do feel that you guys are very into astrology, or at least into like future prediction and stuff like that, and so you already have an idea of this person and you're trying to form like your concept of this person before it happens. So let's get into the personality of this person, and we have 3 cards again. The Ratna Dakini, the yellow Buddha family of the South. Replace pride by knowing that separateness is an illusion. So again, the separateness, this person is very aware of like everything that they do is going to affect their outside environment. This person is extremely mindful and intentional as well, but also they are understanding that what they do in a career sense has an influence on like the collective consciousness. This person also may be some kind of like political figure or somebody that is having to do with like the politics of like moving people around and stuff like that. So we also have Kubera, patron of arts, creator of abundance. Be a creator of abundance. What did I say? You guys don't have worry about money. This person may like, not that they are going into this connection with wealth, but this person is definitely like abundant. And again with the arts, this person may be somebody that like, maybe they don't have everything, but they make what they have. So like, they're going to personalize things based on what they know is important to them and how they want to have their own like personal touch on things. So like, when this person is around, their energy influences all of the like material goods around them too. So I have a feeling that you and this person, like maybe you'll end up building a house together. Like you're gonna do something really creative with this person that is like out of your wildest fantasies, and really just creating the life that you want with this person. And this person is very much a creator. They have that, this person has very, very balanced divine masculine and divine feminine energy to them. This person is like extremely okay with like the cycles of like destruction and creation, and this person is going to make that a reality in the physical. I also feel that this person is extremely like, while they have these like all these hidden talents and passions and stuff, like that's why they have to be so subdued to other people, because it's something that they know not a lot of people are going to understand, and you as their partner are going to awaken in them. I do feel like both of you are somewhat quiet people, so like you're not overly out there, and that's why you're such old souls. You understand that like, okay, I can be this really wonderful person on the outside and like people are gonna love me, but I don't have to like appease everyone all the time and be so eccentric, I guess. And then this person also has Durga, the warrior goddess, dispeller of darkness. Become a warrior to dispel the darkness. This person also is going to face any problems that you may have head on. They are not going to be worried about, oh, is this the right move? Like, if you have an issue, this person is going to drop everything to help you, and it's because they really, really passionately care about you. That's also where this really balanced divine feminine and divine masculine energy comes in. This person is nurturing and protective all at the same time. They're going to provide for you and also want to receive things from you as well, to do that like back and forth, but they do it within themselves as well. This person also, I feel, has done a lot of shadow work. They are extremely adept and perceptive to other people, and they're going to be able to see through situations, and I feel like that's going to help you, because I do feel that a lot of you are extremely intuitive, and this person's intuition is going to, if anything, strengthen your own. Because I feel that most of you who are tuning in, or actually honestly like all of you, have not met this person, let's look at the journey that you're going to take to meet this person. So we have Son of Wands. You've just left a relationship with a person that you really thought was the one, is what I'm picking up for a lot of you. So while you're not a person who's all that worried about relationships, you saw this person as an extremely viable option for your potential partner, and you may have even planned out a future with this person. So, but there is some kernel of like, you knew the entire time that this wasn't the connection that was meant for you, but you still pursued it anyways, because there was some soul growth that needed to happen. Because the Knight of Wands here is talking about quick forward movement, that soul progression, figuring things out. This also may have contributed to some kind of like artistic or like creative endeavor that you have, but this person is definitely like, they fulfilled some wish to you at some point in your life, but like you're realizing, okay, I have something that is more fit for me, that is coming to me, and that's why you're receiving the information that you are receiving right now. Then we have the Six of Swords. which is transitioning, moving forward from that person, seeing that relationship. I feel like you're in the process of grieving possibly at this moment, figuring out that this person maybe this person also could have had some fire energy that made them kind of uncatchable or uncontainable, because fire, you can't contain it without putting it out. And so there's something about it that was like just out of your control and like out of your hands. And so you're seeing like the silver lining to that situation in the near future. You're seeing how this was kind of meant to happen and why it needed to happen in order to bring you to where you need to be for this connection to manifest. And then again, this card is also home at last, kind of figuring out why, like where your home is and what your concept of home is going to look like in the future. Then we have Four of Wands. So again, that's the marriage card. This is the marriage with yourself. I feel that happens before you get to be in your like ultimate fulfilling connection. So like you're going to be self-fulfilled for a while, and you're going to be extremely confident in yourself while you're patient with this connection coming in. Because this person, I also feel you mirror each other, as in most romantic connections you're mirroring a person. Similarly, you're mirroring this person right now without even knowing them. And so this person is also kind of getting over a relationship. They're figuring out their own heartstrings, their own concept of home, and you're ultimately going to be their concept of home. They just have to find that within themselves first. So this is, again, finding your own self, communicating with yourself again, because the throat chakra, I feel that once you meet this person, that's just something that's being brought back up with the blue in the center of the Four of Wands here. This person is going to be able to communicate all of this to you, and you're going to have a lot of like stories to be able to tell this person, and you have to live some life before you have enough stories to tell someone for a long time. So that's something that is just coming up. You're going to be able to like give this person exactly what they need, like mental wise too. This person may have strong Gemini energy as well, that like mental stimulation and like that ability to bring together multiple sides of reality. And then Wheel of Fortune, this is the fate. This is when you meet this person. This is when you realize everything up until this moment was meant to happen in order to bring me into communication with this person. And with the owl being here, it's your higher wisdom that's been guiding you the entire time, the gratitude that you have for your spiritual team in bringing this all together. And like the wheel, it turns. Like even though you're gonna find this person, you're gonna see, okay, wow, this beautiful, amazing relationship, your life is still going to continue on, and you guys are going to see, where do we go from here? Now that we found each other, what's next? This is an extremely beautiful spread, pile 4. I hope that this resonated. I was super honored and grateful that I was able to read for you today. And I do have personal readings that I'll have linked in the description as well. Otherwise, I will see you in another video, and I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye!